Hello, I'm Maya Parson from Edible Michiana magazine. Okay, so I want everyone to be honest with themselves at least here. How many times have you complained or heard your friends complain about the food in South Bend? Okay. How many times have you gone to Chicago and you've had a great meal and then you've come home and you've been like, oh, that food I had in Chicago was so good. Okay, I myself am guilty of this. Okay, it happens more often than I would like. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. We've seen a surge of hometown pride in South Bend in recent times, which is awesome. But for some reason, that doesn't fully extend to our local food scene, and I want us to think about why. I think our best kept secret in Michiana is that we actually have great local food. We have great local food. We do. But sometimes it's hard to recognize that. When I know from firsthand experience that when I first moved here almost 6 years ago, I came from the kind of place that like people go there specifically to eat. It's a place that is known for its food. And so I came here and I was like, where are the things that I'm used to eating? Where can I buy amazing organic local fruit? Where can I get these things? And fortunately, in my opinion, a lot has changed for the better in the last 6 years since I've been here. We have seen more and more sustainable, locally grown food available to us in different ways. We have more community-supported agriculture programs to choose from now. I also, though, started to get to know this community better, and I started to connect with the farmers who were already doing these things, and I just didn't know about them. Now I would say that we actually eat better in my family than we've eaten anywhere else we've lived, and that's saying something because we've lived some pretty amazing places, but we eat great local food here in Michiana. That's one of the purposes of our magazine, of Edible Michiana magazine. What we're trying to do is to let our readers know where they can access this food that is so amazing that we do have here. But, and I think this is a pretty big but, if you want to eat that amazing local food that we show you in our magazine, it can sometimes be hard to find where you can eat it other than your own kitchen. So I love to cook, I do a lot of cooking, so for me it works okay, but when you want to eat out, where can you eat that great local food? Well, we have a handful of farm-to-table restaurants that are doing a pretty amazing job, and we have some places locally that are trying to incorporate local items on their menus, and I so appreciate that. But let's be honest, our farm-to-table movement here, it's lacking. It's not anywhere near where it should be. We have some of the best food in the country, and you can go to Chicago and eat it at the best restaurants in Chicago, but it can be hard to find in our own towns and cities. It should not be like this. We are probably 5 to 10 years behind the trend on this. If you go to cities and towns elsewhere in the country, including in the Midwest, like if you go to Bloomington, Indiana, Madison, Wisconsin, you are going to find sustainably grown local food on the menus of the best restaurants. And that's how it should be here. We should be able to go to our best restaurants, our best cafes, our best pubs, and we should be able to order this great local food that we have. That's my vision. And so my challenge to you is, if you are a person in business, make local food a priority for your business. Put it on your menus, put it in your cafeteria. If you are someone who eats out, which most of us do on occasion, prioritize local food when you see something on a menu. If you don't see local food on the menu, ask for it. Ask where the food comes from. And when you go to those places like Sarah Lowe mentioned that do serve local food, thank them and let them know how much you appreciate that they're actually doing this. If we want to create the kind of sustainable and dynamic and innovative local food scene that I think many of us do want here, that we don't want to have to just go to Chicago to experience that, then we need to begin by making sure that our great local food is no longer a secret. It needs to be a part of this community, and I think that we are going to see so much positive change in this direction in the next few years, but I think all of us have to get on board to make this happen. This is the kind of food that we could have in our local cafes and restaurants. We have phenomenal farmers here and lots of artisans who are doing very innovative things, and that's the food I want to eat. So thank you so much, and pick up a copy of Edible. It's out there. Take care.